Brothers and sisters, it's the top of the morning to you. Family, take a nice deep breath in with me. Hold, put the pressure on your lung, and release. So, I'm going to go back about 8 or 9 years in time. So, I did a video on the fiat currency, and shout out to my mentor. He says a dollar holds a lot of weight. Well, wait and listen, because I was speaking to my fiance, and there's no fingers being pointed back at me, not today, not tomorrow. And I was speaking to my fiance about basically what would happen if $20 turned out to be like, so let's say if $20 turned out to be nothing in a month, and all of a sudden, before I knew it, $20 almost became chump change, right? So I need to express something that has been going around, circling the internet for years and years and years, that I have actually looked over. So hear me out. It might happen, it may happen and if it does happen, it's gonna happen on a Friday. What's gonna happen? Banks will close. And if a bank closes, that means allegedly, and this is where you need, a lot of people that don't read the fine print, you see. And if you don't read the fine print, then you're not going to completely understand everything. So what I want you to do next time you're in a bank, read where it says FDIC, and what it says is this. Well, it says more than what I know. It says more than what I'm about to explain to you, but it's very important that you know this. So if you have a life savings, and let's say you have $1 million in the bank, right? And the dollar drops, okay? Because of inflation is not going to save the dollar, right? A lot of people are investing in things like Bitcoin right now. I'd recommend probably investing in Bitcoin, because right now it's becoming a currency that cannot be taxed. See, taxes were never originally meant for people like, taxes were really never meant. That's the whole reason why we had the Boston Tea Party. And back in the day, they did pretty cool, weird things to get people's attention. So back in the day, the Boston Tea Party, it took place in Massachusetts, where a ship came in with a bunch of tea and they threw it overboard and said, we're not taking this shit anymore. So the whole point is this. Listen carefully. If this happens, it's going to happen more than likely on a Friday, maybe a Thursday. And now that I have your attention, it says in the fine print, you will receive $200,000 of your money, right? That's if. And that's a big if. Something tells me you won't receive that money. So 8 years ago, I started collecting things. Not going to get into it too much, but I started collecting because I was convinced that the dollar was going to drop, right? I was wrong. Now 8 years later, I'm looking back to what I was thinking, and I see it happening all over again. So being that, what I recommend investing your money in something tangible, because money is not really tangible. It's just paper, and it's not backed by anything. The only thing that makes it worth something is the fact that we all agree that it works. So it's like this. If the bank shut down, it's going to happen on a Friday, and people are going to go berserk. Nobody's going to even know until Monday when the banks don't open. So I went back to one of my videos, brothers and sisters, family first and foremost. Listen. So I went back to one of my videos, and I realized that, holy cow, like, this actually could happen. Okay, so they put me in a mental hospital because I was believing in all this stuff. And this woman said, they put me on blast, and they sent in, and this is the reason why I deleted my Facebook and stuff. Well, I deleted it more for just that reason, but they put me on blast, and they said, look, like, anyways, it was all in writing. Anyhow, so going back to what I had in writing, that I remember that I had an Indian woman that was my social worker, and she said to me, she goes, what is it that you know that I don't know? So she believed in what I was saying, right? Go figure, right? I said, I just played stupid. I was like, I don't know. I just want out of here, you know what I'm saying? So it was a 72-hour hold. So mark my words. If this happens, you need to prepare yourselves mentally, because if and when it happens, and I believe it will happen sooner than we believe, you're gonna see, and we need, brothers and sisters, we need to work together. That's the key in all this, working together as a society. Because if we don't work together as a society's literally gonna collapse right before our eyes. So there's a plan called Agenda 22. And I was looking over it yesterday, and let me tell you, man, they got some sick intent. When I say, I mean disgusting intentions. Intentions that you don't even want to think about. It's probably best that, but I would recommend, if you really want to know more, look into Agenda 22. It's that serious, okay? Basically, they're using the Ukraine war as a means of trying to bring in the New World Order. And the New World Order is the split and the divide of humankind. So, mark my words, family. United we stand, and divided we will fall. So if this happens, brothers and sisters, we work together. When I say we work together, we work strong as a community. You stay with your community. You stay strong, family, because it's getting bad, and it's getting bad. It's getting worse by the day. I knew it was going to happen. I knew shit was going to hit the fan. I just didn't know when it was going to hit the fan. So, I mean, I got my voter registration. I don't even see the point in voting, because I'm going to tell you, it's all rigged. So, now that you know that, you might want to think and go read that fine print at the bank and what it says. Now, if you're going to do anything, let's say you withdrew all, and listen, the rich are in big trouble right now, okay? Just as much as the poor. Well, rich probably more, bigger trouble, because when this happens, like I said, if you read the fine print, you receive $200,000 out of your life savings. So you saved up $1 million, but you have nothing tangible. So that paper money that you get back in that $200,000 will no longer work. So what else works? Barter, trade. So think about what I just said, because it's real important that you start listening. With that said, brothers and sisters, I'm only spreading this information that I actually learned. Shit, I was 23 years old, 22 years old, looking into all this, okay? So, family, I pray, and I pray, and I pray that this all works out, but I just have this gut instinct, and I'm going to tell you that nuclear war is not the key. I don't see it in the future. However, nuclear warheads, and I'm going to keep going with this a little bit further, is just a deterrent. Nuclear warheads is just a deterrent. Nuclear warheads is just as a deterrent. So basically, it's a stalemate. Also, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say this: unity, unity, unity. Unite with your brother and sister today. Okay, under the American flag, we are all equal, and we have made it thus far. How did we make it this far? I don't know. Okay, get over the slave days, get over the plantation shit. It's all over. That's all over with. Now is the time to stick together harmoniously as brothers and sisters, because this war, like Kasky said, is so intense that brother and sister are barely recognizable. So respect your fellow brothers and sisters. When I say brothers and sisters, I mean everybody from all race, creed, and color. With that said, brothers, peace be with you, also with you. It's time to get to work on this country, and let's do good instead of doing bad. And quit calling people racist, because, oh, speaking of which, Biden calling people racist and calling people all these freaking names. He's got fingers pointing back at him. Maybe he's racist. I don't know. But all I know is there's some weird ass agenda called Agenda 22, and if you want to know some real good information, look into Agenda 22. Peace be with you, also with you, family. You have a blessed day. You have a great day. Raise your vibrational frequency and open your heart space for your fellow brothers and sisters, because we ain't having it. Peace.